I've got a song that the angels can't sing. Up over my head, I can hear joy bells ring. And the way that I feel right now, no, I've got a song that I can sing. Greetings, beloved, greetings, kingdom citizens. And that's what I want to share with you for a few minutes, is about a song that you can sing. Psalm 137, reading verses 1 through 4. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, Sing us one of the songs of Zion. Verse 4 reads, How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? I want to encourage you, kingdom citizens, to keep you a song. These verses share with us that the Lord's people were captured by the Babylonian army. They were uprooted from their homeland and carried away in isolation, in desolation, in degradation, if you will, to become slaves, to have their hands to work, not by their own will or by their own choice, but forcibly in that Babylonian land. It said, and by those rivers in Babylon, it says, there we sat down. Then it says, we wept, and then we remembered Zion, and we remembered home. I want to share with you, Babylon being interpreted comes from the Greek word Babel, and it also lets us know that it means confused or confusion. Babylonian, that nation of Babylon, it was a confused place, it was a confused land, and that's where Israel had been uprooted to. They had been displaced in a land, Babylon, of confusion. And they said, now, as a result of being in this place of confusion, like most of us are, like most of you are right now, in this place of confusion, sometimes you can't help but to weep. You can't help but to just sit down and not to do. And you can't help sometimes but to remember how things were when it was seemingly well, things were seemingly fine. But I want to encourage you, kingdom citizens, don't sit down and don't weep, and most definitely don't remember too hard, because there's a verse that says, forgetting those things that are behind, now pressing toward those things that are before us. I also found some nuggets in verse 2 where it says, and we hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. They hung their harps on the willows in the midst thereof, in the middle of Babylon, if you will, in the middle of your confusion, in the middle of their frustration, in the middle of their disappointments. What did they do? They said, forget this. They said, we can't endure this. And they hung up their harps. Pay close attention to where they hung their harps. They hung their harps, kingdom citizens, on the willow tree. The weeping willow tree. Misery loves company. So that's what they did. They said, in the midst thereof, in the middle of their captured place. And the enemy, I'm speaking to someone, has you captured. The enemy has you bound by what looks like. But they said, in the midst of this, in the midst of confusion, we hung up. I'm giving up. I'm not doing it anymore. Forget church. Forget the choir. Forget this. Forget. I'm not loving anybody. I've been hurt too many times. I've cried too long. I'm not doing anything anymore. And they hung their harps on a weeping willow. Something that's already bowing down. My God. That thing that's already drooping and already in the midst of despair. They hung up what was supposed to bring them joy. Don't hang up what's been giving you joy. Remember what was on the inside. Remember what you have that gave you the joy. And I'm speaking to give your mind permission to roll back the hands of time and see where you first got your joy and to get it off of that willow tree. Then it goes on to say, for there they carried us away captive. They got us. They captured us. And they required of us a song. Folk know, they know what brought you joy. And they was taunting them. They were making fun and picking with them. Sing us one of the songs. I dare the enemy to ask me to sing. I dare the enemy to ask me to do what brings me my breakthrough. You didn't hear what I just said. I dare the enemy to ask me to do what breaks the back of the enemy. I dare him. And so they required of them a song, and they wasted of us and required of us mirth. They required of them joy and gladness. Mirth, M-I-R-T-H, is interpreted to be joy and gladness. Check this out. They said, sing us one of the songs of Zion. They were captive. Then they required of them a concert. And then lastly, they said, now show us the measure of your contentment. My God, you're captive. They're requiring of you a concert. And then they said, show us what's the source of your contentment. And they ended that verse with, sing us one of the songs of Zion. My God. Then, lastly, they asked the question, how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? And Kingdom Citizen, it is a strange land that we live in. How can we do it? How can we press forward? How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? You say, well, prophet, how is it strange? When men rather be with men, it's a strange land. When women would rather spend time as a couple with another woman, it's a strange land. When parents would rather be friends with children instead of whooping their behinds, it's a strange land. It's a strange land when parents would put children in microwaves or put children in dryers. It's a strange land when you think the right side of the road is the wrong side of the road. Whatever the case may be, you know your addition to making the land strange. But how can we change it? Sing in spite of. Tell yourself, I got joy like a river flowing from hill to sea. And this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Tell them, all that I am and all that I hope to be is all because of Him. Find yourself a song to sing in your strange land. Be blessed.